Hello, everyone. It's Tuesday evening. We're here. Nelson will be on with us. I would like to start this conversation with to say to Rain, um, to say I'm sorry about the passing of your mother. Process it. We are on here Sunday evening. Sabrina is saying my mom is in the hospital. She got oxygen on. And a few minutes later, he's posting that his mother had passed. I feel really bad about that, but I guess you know where you're going to die. And another thing is, once you're born, we will all die. And in other places, people do all they can to prevent, premature death. But when you have a nation that there's a lot going on, healthcare is a problem, and all of these things, it becomes very difficult. We will move on to talk about the urgency of now, what is happening in our country, and why it's important to pay attention. I um I know there's a lot going on, but let me first start this conversation with you. If we said as Liberians, we are calling out, and I hear Liberians making derogatory remarks. When you are in a competition and you win, you have a responsibility, especially a competition that requires the nation. Nelson is here, okay? That requires your citizens. You have a responsibility because you need all of the citizens to be successful. And that leader has the responsibility to make sure they're inclusive. All right. So let me bring Nelson on.
96.9 megahertz. Okay, so Money Rules the Where we are back, and yeah, second thought is back tonight. We have like 27 minutes on Saturday at 11 o'clock, and we apologize for the delay, first of all, and second thought is back. Welcome, mother.
Thank you so much, Nelson. It's good seeing you. I started a conversation with sympathy to the people of Nima. I know Supreme is a resident of Nima, especially District 7, and he just lost his mother. And I'm still trying to process it because you and I were on the air, and when
Mm,
he posted that his mom was sick.
yeah,
And the moment I left the air, I saw that he had posted that his mother had died.
yeah,
Um, we have the responsibility as a nation to try all that we can to fight for every life and stopping premature death. That and that can only happen when we prioritize the nation and we put stuff like healthcare um, as a priority, um, education, infrastructure, building. You're talking about healthcare. If you're talking about healthcare, it's not just you need a human capital, and then you need the infrastructure that will make sure that the human capital is effective. You know, so I just want to say sorry to Supreme and the family. Now, I would like to talk about today. I listened to, I think it's Grand Bassa Kenny out of District 4 or 5 representative. He was on another talk show talking about the drug infestation in Liberia. I think it was late last year, a few months before the election, that there was a stats that came out that said There were over 300,000 Liberian young people or Liberians that were on drugs. Um, and I want to make this so we are clear. The people being on drugs in Liberia is not a weird problem. It's not a Bwaka problem. It's not an Ellen Johnson Sirleaf problem. It is a Liberian problem. Because if one child derail, it impacts all of us. Number one, the war that took place that was fought for 14 years, majority of the people who fought, especially the United Nations noted that 75% of the fighters were kids, and they drugged them, gave them drugs to be briefed to do what they did. Another thing that we must understand is that when a nation goes to war, and after that war, a lot of things need to be in place. You imagine the United States send the soldiers, these are people who are trained to do what they do. Even after they come back, they must be debriefed. They take them to a place that psychologically, okay, they had to bring them back to make them human again. And even at that, most of them don't recover completely. Okay. So imagine a 7-year-old, 8-year-old, or 9-year-old, 10-year-old, 13, 14-year-old for years, all they know were brutality, violent. And they were in command. They were the law and the gospel. You took away the guns, no rehabilitation, no debriefing. You took away the guns, they have no power, no means of finding food. Okay? I know most of them have worked their way into government, all of that. And the drug is still lingering. We have not put anything in place to help curb the drug problem. You have the first government that came after the war was the first UP-led government, with the current president being the VP and Madam Sirleaf. There was still drug in the street. I remember 2017, the promise of CDC to a lot of those children that were on drugs were they were going to rehabilitate them. They were going to take them off the street. I have some of the videos here. Okay. Mulba Malu went to that very famous, whatever the street is, Merklin Street, Getty Street, some street. Okay. Mm-hmm. After the election, went back, okay, to tell them thank you, that he promised he would take some of them will come to America, some of them they were going to rehabilitate them. It didn't happen. In fact, I think around about April or March, there was a raid in Kingway area where they collected those children. They said they had drugs and they took them away. I don't know whatever happened to them. Another one, they collected the children on our street, they naked and they put them in the street. They were beating them because they were on drugs and they were out in the middle of the night. Those videos I still have. So the drug moved from one government to another. I remember Pape Bwaka taking drug tests and said drug were going to be public enemy number one. And they allocated $1.9 million to fight drugs. You have almost, at this point, we can safely suggest maybe almost 500,000 Liberians on drugs. And they allocated 1.9 million. Now they're changing the numbers with a recast to 450,000. How do you pay the people that will work in that field? How do you create a facility to host the people, rehabilitate them? How do you feed them? How do you treat them? When people have been on drugs so long, it becomes a mental illness. And for a nation like Liberia, with only 5.3 million people, if 500,000 of your young people, that's the future of the nation, on drugs, there's an urgency that need to be stressed as a nation. That's why tonight we're talking about the urgency of the now. That's it. I'm going to stop a little bit and I'm going to say hello to the people of Liberia and mainly the people down in District 7, District 4, District 5, District 1, District 9, District 8, District 3, District 2, Nimakane. And those are all our callers that call from Bon County, Grand Bassa County, Grand Judea County. We want to say thank you for listening. Yes, we will be doing some numbers tonight. We do not have much time because we started a little late because I have my system was not transmitting the number to Nelson. It was taking too long. I have to put it in somewhere else for him to be able to get it so we can come live to you. So we have some technical problem. We apologize. Such is what we have to deal with. And that said, let me welcome a few persons here on the platform tonight. I see June is asking. June, the topic is the urgency of the now. I will play a quick video here. Okay, just a voice, Nelson, so you can hear it. Okay, so let me play that, and I'm gonna be sharing. Okay, if you're on your page, guys, some of you that are here, please share. So I'm gonna play this. I'm listening to a lawmaker in Liberia today who were on another platform and was talking about what was happening in Liberia, which is very scary. I'm gonna go all the way up to 38. All right.
And to see how we will vote against if all that court remains. But we get indications from the committee that whatever recommendation from the Ministry of Finance to cut the monies to fight against drugs will not be taken off. But with the report, so that when it comes on the floor, we will be able to see and to vote against it if there's any cut, or to vote for it. And we'll also be calling the Liberian people that they need to start to reach out to their representatives and lawmakers so that they too can join the fight. They should talk to the lawmakers that the fight for drugs is something that is very serious, and that money is either it remains or it be increased. It will not accept any cut, none at all.
Okay, wonderful. And a cut, but it's like the entire
Okay, let's continue here.
attention is on you because mind you are the ones that keep fighting back to back in making sure that all of the maybe the budget for the LDA or the fight drugs, everything. I want to ask you this question as a lawmaker personally, that how are you feeling? Is the tension is really too long, or you are maybe because mind because sometimes when the tension is too heavy, so you say, okay, well then move. Are you now deterred by the tension, or is there any other way that you think going to work out as a lawmaker?
Well, Mabel, I'm passionate about this fight because I'm a victim.
Y'all listen, yo.
I'm a victim because part of my constituency, being a representative of the Republic of Liberia, they are being affected by the use and abuse of drugs. I'm a direct victim. I have a very young son that just came out of rehabilitation. I have other relatives. There is practically no home now in Liberia that is not being affected by the use and abuse of narcotic substances. And that number keeps increasing on a daily basis. So there's nowhere you will not find people taking drugs in very huge numbers. If you go across this country and take a look at every ghetto around Liberia, notice that the number have increased astronomically, and the individuals, our brothers and sisters that are in the ghettos, are being structured. Ghettos now are taking the form of military or paramilitary organizations.
The urgency of the now.
You have a secretary, you have 4-star general, 5-star general. Any instruction that comes from the mayor above the man below will follow it to the letter. That should give cause for alarm, as it might pose a serious threat to our peace and security of the country. It's a national security matter. It's like a doom hanging over our country right now. And the threat of the insecurity it just keep increasing every day. So for example, people right now you have people that come up in the street during the day, doing car loading. They come from the slum, and they do the hustle because they got family to take care of. So they're going to go private to ask them a day, yo, you're the only person depending on, you're the only one can do it for her. Because you maybe get $100, $200. That is everyday business. Looking at the state of the economy
so
right now.
Folks, $200 like $1 US.
Every day like that. The day that you don't have it to give, those brothers and sisters will think that you are being mean to them. 1, 2 days, if they cannot find it to sustain their family, the next time now, they will not go big. They will tend to crap. So by 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the night, some part of Monrovia began no-go zone. The crime it becomes rampant. But if that thing continues, and those people are not taken care of, as early as 4, 5 o'clock, people start getting harmed in the street on Broad Street. It's a very serious thing. One scenario that I want to lay is the of health. You know, right now,
he's talking health. I want you all to listen.
Fight and combat malaria, typhoid fever, and other minor sicknesses. Currently, amongst that approximately more than 1 million people in the ghettos, we have the prevalence of infectious disease.
So I need you to understand. I'll finish the. I'm not going to play all, but I'm going to play a little the gist of it. Few more. Yeah, we. Okay. Attorney Jackson, we need to. Yeah, we need to talk. I've actually been trying to get you. Okay, so we can build back this better. We're gonna not only be airing here, we're gonna be airing on sort of radio station that reach out to me to kind of work with them. So I will need more people on here to kind of get different view. I need you to understand, if people are doing drugs, it's a habit. It's like a dragon that they must feed. If you learn about it and you studied it, all right, that they must feed. And when people are on drugs, they really don't care about relationship. They don't care about you. They have this dragon that is chasing them that they must feed. And like he just told you, those places with the malaria, with this, not only do they, and they are using syringes and sharing them. They are eating in the same place. They're doing a lot of, there are other transferable diseases, okay? The hepatitis. Like, first, you got to understand, especially majority of you that were born during the war, you did not have an opportunity to take some of the things that were taking through the different vaccine, okay? And right now in Liberia, hepatitis, people are falling and dying. People saying they're witchcraft, they're this and that. That thing will catch you earlier on and will hide itself. By the time it comes out, it's already mature. It mimic different things. Sometimes it turns into cancer and different things, either of your organs, all right? And by the time it shows, there's anybody can do for you. Nothing nobody can do. But I want you all to listen up to this. Is I think he said most of my constituents, but I don't know which of the lawmakers, either is Gasson or it is the
hospital. They will give you a single-use syringe. Right after the doctor using it, they throw it in the dustbin. In the ghetto, you have hundreds of persons using a single needle for injecting. Okay.
So they're taking higher drugs. Yes. Y'all listen though. Y'all listen.
And in the ghetto, you will notice you know, blood transfusion and those things. It gave rise to the spread of HIV/AIDS. It gave rise to the spread of hepatitis B.
Yeah.
You got cholera. You got tuberculosis. Everything spreading rapidly amongst that population. If we do not address that health issue now, we will be faced with a pandemic in the next couple of years that even we as a government will not be able to address, will not be able to handle. That is something that we're overlooking, and the health practitioner need to start to take key attention.
Honorable Lamiko, this follow-up question, because you talk about the budget, and mind you, though, the president, they talk about the drugs issue has been one of the things that in fact this government going to fight to the last, or in fact they're going to make sure that they get rid of drugs. But at the end of the day now, we are now seeing that drugs is not even coming at night. And people say, oh, the borders are all closed at night, and because of that, the drugs are coming in. But we see drugs even coming at daytime. Even like yesterday, there were these folks that were arrested at the border side, where in fact filled with a lot of drugs and so forth. And the drugs.
You're hearing? You're hearing, though.
Government, let me say that. But at the end of the day, now we're hearing that the budget going to be split into two. What's your own disappointment when it comes to that?
The budget that is displayed to the recommendation for the Ministry of Finance reduces the fight against drug budget by pretty close to 90%.
Yeah, from 425,000. We said it on the show.
Okay.
Even if you look under the,
so your nation is dying. Your children are dying. Okay, that your children are dying. And you have urgent matter, and that is an urgent matter, and you want people to come and help. Then you decide, and the people can do it free. If they can't do it free, literally you are telling the people, let the people die or let the country die. Okay, but that's my interpretation. So if we have war on drugs, why is it that we're reducing instead of increasing? Why, if Liberia is still in the South region, okay, even in the Sub-Saharan Africa, all right, Liberia at this point, at the last alone, I believe it's the lowest, have the lowest, all right, literacy rate, the highest illiteracy rate. Look at Ghana, look at Sierra Leone, next to you. Look at, we can't comment Nigeria, that giant. Nigeria are almost the size of this country right here, with 220 some more million people. So we can't compare them. We will just come down small right there in that place there. Ivory Coast in those places. All right. Our workforce, we are talking about going to sell our menu. We're talking about bringing people. The first thing is you got to create a workforce. If not, the very people that are trying to borrow the money to you, that is same people you will hire to come and do the work, they will take the money right outside of the country. So there's something called preparedness for leadership. You have to have a plan. You build the plan up. And when we're talking, people say you hit, oh, you're 1%. Let me explain to you. If being a 1% means you're ethical, I'm a proud 1%. If being a 1% means you are educated and informed and you can work anywhere, you can compete anywhere around the world, I'm a proud 1%. Because I'm not waiting to go to Liberia before I can live. I'm not waiting to go to Liberia before I can work. The only place I can shine is not Liberia. In fact, I never worked for Liberian government before. I work in a country where I have to prove myself every time to stay afloat or to be. I have to be competitive, fiercely competitive. So let me finish this. Nelson, then I'll come to you. I know it's almost time for you to go, but I want the people to hear this and they can go to bear on this. Okay? Where they're thinking.
Look under the Ministry of Youth and Sports. 1.7 million was allocated for rehabilitation and reintegration of young people. That budget is even being reduced by over 900,000. So everywhere you got issue of drug fight, you notice that there's a cut. Everywhere.
So that may quickly before President Moore come in. So that may that would be failure on the part of the government.
I'm going to give it two more minutes. Yes.
Against a fight against drugs. You are just talking about the issue of Old Waterside. The quantity of drugs that were arrested. I just received the alert on my phone. It's a border that is manned. You have immigration officer, you have police, you have LTA, all assigned to that border. And quantity of drugs is being arrested. Imagine the 135 other border entry points that we do not have any security personnel.
135
drugs are coming in our country.
does not have no security.
So, President Moore, you want to ask, you want to...
Yeah, I just want to add on what the lawmaker said. Like I keep saying, on the show, we bring the information here, we give it, we don't play politics here. And most of the issue the lawmaker here is reiterating, I think that we said.
Give me 1 second. 48. Okay, let's continue.
On the show, when we talk about the recast budget, we talk about the overall budget, we talk about how can you see, the thing about drugs, the thing is both the long term, the immediate term, and the short term implication. And the lawmaker just said it here. From a health standpoint, you're talking about reusing syringes, whether it was spread hepatitis, whether it was spread HIV. That's one aspect. Now, you're talking about look at the people that are using the drug, the demographic, the age group, the age range. Then you're talking about, and he laid a parallel on the show that it's looking back to 1990, right, and how you can bring political instability with few group of people. So if you are talking upward of 1 out of every 5 being infested with drugs, it's a national security threat. So you would
1 in every 5 Liberians. Can you imagine?
Attacking the stuff. It will be one. It will be the number one agenda on the Waka arrest of a vision. But like I said, when you look at the budget, it tells you that our leaders are not serious. And I'm not only going to place this squarely on the executive branch. That's why we have a body. Look, let me tell you something, Milton. The first branch of government is the most powerful branch of government anywhere in the world because they are a body. They represent every corner of the country. If our lawmakers
themselves... You just said that, in fact, you just said that, in fact, they are the puppet. I don't know. So that means he's 100% agreeing with Honorable Musa on anything.
Okay. So the argument here is, if you talk about, you say, okay, we're looking at all these implications, it's almost like you're dealing with a triple-headed monster, right? And you go look at our national budget, let's assume we will take on the shortfall, we will assume that we are 700.
Good. So, President Moore, you and Lloyd can never take over.
Because maybe somebody just in their elite of drugs and the kind of risks and the danger it poses to the entire country. And when you watch it.
So the urgency of the now. I will play some video on Thursday on some of those drugs stuff from on the first UP to this, to the we are term and where we are now. Even if you did not create the problem, the reason the people hire you is to solve the problem. It's like a company is going belly up and you fire the old CEO and bring you a new CEO. Bringing that CEO to rebuild that country, that particular organization, to make it solvent, okay, if it's insolvent, to make it transcend beyond where it is and grow and continue and project and see its own future. The people brought this government in to save them, to rescue them, to rescue their children. All right. Next thing I want to show a picture to the Liberian people. This is Gwinnett County budget. I want to show it to you all. So while I'm here, I want to share it very quickly and show you how the people set their priority and what it is. And then you're gonna say some words to your people, and then we're gonna go. So
we accepting call, right? We can use 15 minutes out of our time to accept call.
We can, Nelson.
Yeah. 12:15. Will you 15 minutes for calls?
Okay. You see right here, Nelson, you can see right here. You see right here. This is how our revenue goes. All right. But our money is spent. How it comes in. In this country, the individual income tax is where most of our money comes from. All right. So we can have those. But go ahead and take the calls. Then I would do what I wanted to put up. I didn't put the
All right, so folks, again, Second Thought Africa on today's, Wednesday edition. Today is the 17th of September, 2024. You listen, it is about the urgency, of drugs. We sell a lot, during the past regime, even the regime before George, we are regime, which of Madam Eddie Johnson said it.
Yeah.
We talk about drugs, Jowiatan drugs, crude, zombie, this, that, that's it. And then the UP, the first text was, yes, we have come to power and everyone will be going through the just text and the president went in trial, vice president went in trial, just that. So laboratory is look like, that you're 3-day thing. When they talk of, it just come out like kind of a way. And then after all it go, just imagine, those are places that we saw to put the money. When you talk about just, you talk about education, you talk about health. Those are places that, the money should be, because are places that benefit, the entire country, or that benefit 99% of the 100% of citizens that live within the country. So seeing hearing the just budget is the cut from 1 point, and then it come down to 50, let's say 400 plus. So it's very, disheartening, very, very much disheartening. So let's get our line open. They picking our number tonight.
Yeah, they can pick a number. I think I chose the number the other day. Yeah, they pick a number. I'll write it down. Then I'll let them.
From 1 to what? From 1 to what?
From 1 to 50.
From 1 to 50. All right. 081 081 26 00004 081 26 00004. It is about everyone business. It is about your children. It is about our children. It is about nation, our health. We don't know in the next, few years to come what will happen. Just imagine 4, 5, 6, up to 50% using one syringe. They don't know what they're carrying. They don't been going to hospital to go for checkup. I don't know. So 07759 97 91. Places that the money should be. Like for health. The places that budget is being cut.
Education, yes.
Yeah, we have a person. Let's see this person. What is your name?
Yeah. Good evening. I'm N. Benedict calling from Tapedan City.
Yeah, welcome to Tapedan City.
Yes, thank you very much. The drugs issue, I think, is a national issue, and again, I believe in law before one half of the drug that they enter into this country, they can enter through the government official hand. So I'm asking President Boake to carry on the drugs, all over from the cabinet minister to the representative down to the senator. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
the
thing is, you can't just carry it. You need money to fight it. You need money to get people tested. You need money for the people to put. People can be working.
Because without the safety, you cannot read this country. So we want them to increase the health, in fact, the budget for the health, the budget for the drugs, and then the education sector.
Education, yes, thank you.
Yeah. Just pick your lucky number tonight.
Gaming 49.
49. You say your name.
And what was his name?
M. Benedict who? Benedict Kui, right? 2. Okay, Benedict 2. Benedict 2.
Yeah.
And you said 41, right?
49.
49. All right. Thank you. Yes. 086 60 55 80 081 26. We apologize that we're using our orange, for the internet tonight. So we only have loose time. 0881 26 00004 081 26 00004 0881 26 00004 081 26 00004 08. Let's see this person.
So
What
while
can
you
you name?
waiting, Melton, for another call, I just wanted
All
to
right.
show the Liberian people right here. Gwinnett County, not Gwinnett County, but Georgia has a 37.7 billion. Out of that money, 37% goes to primary education, because the children are the future. And the future depends on the human capital, how we train our people. 37% of our revenue goes, or to our budget goes to 1 through 12, which is primary education from ABC to all the way 12th grade. Then the second highest is 20% is for healthcare. And then higher education, 15% is right here. That I showing, that's the data right here in statistics. This is 2023. So this is up to date right here. Okay. Then you got safety, okay, human services, you got debt management, and then what? Government expenses, all right, like for paycheck and stuff, only 4.2%. In Liberia, over 90% goes into that. So Nelson, go ahead. I just
All
wanted
right,
to.
let's get this person. What can you name? Location.
I'm Michelle Gabriel. I'm calling from Nima County.
You say who? Is
Michelle Gabriel.
Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle Gabriel from
Oh, Michelle Gabriel. Thank you. Welcome.
Michelle Gabriel.
Concerning the drug issue, in the drugs everywhere in Nigeria.
Wow.
Everywhere. And then I thought that little so much children that you think they on the street, children are supposed to be in school. Children are supposed to be doing the mother, the parents work on the street, doing nothing, looking for nothing. They didn't put anything on the street, but they're on the street every day and night doing nothing. So I really want for the government at least to increase the budget, at least our brothers, our sisters, to be able to lead the street, because just is not good. To make it legal, that's it. To make it different, to make people respect you. At least I pray that the government should be able to increase the budget, at least our brothers, our sisters will be able to lead the street. Even though all of them can't lead the street, or at least majority, let's just say 90% at least when they're out of the street, at least this will be better for us. Thank you.
All right. So your lucky number.
Give me 50.
Yeah, we have from 1 to 50.
Yeah, I said 50.
Oh, 50, right? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. 081 26 0004. 081 26 0004. 081 26 0004. 081 26 0004. Please don't beep. Please don't beep me. Don't beep me. 081 26 0004. 081 26 0004. Jokes on a daily basis. Yes, indeed, we are discussing it tonight. As to see how best. Is it that the money need to be increased, wherein we'll have more rehabilitating centers around, wherein we'll be taking people from street there. You go, you rehabilitate, then after all, you settle them. At least they get something, they come back, they will not be able to go. But you go rehabilitation, most of them will go and then come back, they go back to the old habit because nothing is being done. Let's get this person. What on your name?
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and location.
I'm Robertson Elton calling from District Number 8 Pacific in Blanc, Ghana.
Never seen down, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir. Well, thank you ever so much for your educative program this morning. But one of the things I would like to say is our representative, let me try to talk to our Honorable President, Ambassador Bwaka, to increase the budget of the education sector, the health, and the security sector. Because when those budgets are being increased, we will have a vocational school be built within the big country of the world, Liberia, and our brothers and sisters who are in the street, who call ourselves Zogo, will be able to go and achieve something and acquire better education for themselves and then learn, then they will be able to move from the street. Now, once again, the blockers where Ambassador Bwaka talked about, I'm kindly asking you for you to carry that protest across the country. So that is my real focus for the Liberian government this morning.
All right, thank you. So your docket number?
Yeah, you can give me 56.
56. Melvin
56.
down.
Jefferson
50.
down. 56.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
086 60 55 80. 086 60 55 80. It's just like the access declaration, where they said that before you assume the office, you should declare access. But yet, still, some people went up to 8 months, 6 months before you up to now. Some people refuse to declare the access. That's the
Oh
same thing
yeah.
about the judge text. Few person did their judge text, and they just came out 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Everything just went down. Let's get this person. What on your name?
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and location.
My name is Aaron Brown, and I'm calling this morning from HQ1 Bon Campbell.
Hey, my Brian, you're welcome.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for this dedicated program this morning. I was listening to it, just remind me of a friend I had in Banga. Very intelligent guy who was on George as a playing Banga called Kampala. And I live very close to that area because I was in Banga community there. And this will often come around like to drink water, and he would say to me, we would talk for the longest, and I was surprised he told me, girl, all my family are a Barnaby. I really want to be George, but every time I try to meet this thing, it can be like when I stop myself for 1 week. So long as I stop away from it, it can be like someone is shooting my testing with mess. I don't even know how to do it. At that moment, I can want to do anything to get it back in my system. So he told me, what do you want you to do for me? If you can just at least tell me to maybe small prison. Let me get the person I want more in prison. I think I will be better. So we tell ourselves about it, but if you are out, you have to stop yourself on the journey. You have to go last year before you stop yourself. It is maybe that the only way. And relative to my almost class, he just vanished from Banga almost 2 to 3 months. When he came back, I think some months ago, when I saw him, he said he was in Lofa. And now that boy is 20 well, you see, he caught the hair. He's very much well looking now. Good. So that's about it. Well, I think you can be a help to your friends when you're able to recover without anyone treating you as a just brother. I think it's just a mindset. So a lot of people waiting to leave, we can leave it. For me now, when I'm telling you, if you help me to Jimmy, I need like going Jimmy, so I get to start to Jimmy Banka, where I can get access to the job when look for me, working out it is where I get. Although I never die, but if you people help me with the very something that was keeping me there until I get better, but I still to 4 more. So I think when it comes to the job issue, it will be better we provide some assistance to these young people. Some of them want to get out. If you stay and stuff with them, they want to get out. But they don't know. This thing is, as she said, is like a dragon that is in the present season and feed. She is right about that.
All right.
Hold on, the young man that's talking. Now, Nelson, can you get his number and we can have him as a guest on the show? You don't have to show his face. He can just talk from behind without the camera. We can find time that we can bring him on. We will put the menu on his phone and he can come live to talk to the people while we make this plea to the government.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
So you say your name again.
Aaron Brown.
Okay, Aaron Brown. So I will save a number. I will call you tomorrow to plan the next show with you. Then you can come live. We'll call you live and then you also talk.
Okay, I'll be waiting to do that.
All right. Pick your lucky number.
45.
45.
45. Okay. And Nelson, I think we can take one more call and we can go to bed.
All right. So we just need a call. 081 26 004 81 26 004. Please don't beat me. Please don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. Don't beat me. 081 26 004. Okay, this is our last call for tonight. Welcome, last caller.
Yes. Thank you. How are you?
Doing great. Your name and location.
Well, I'm saying, I'm calling are you from District 6? At the time to be specific.
You're welcome.
Okay. Oh, this drug issue. Thank you for the show this morning. And as Kini, listening, thank you to our sister who just have made some input of how our children, our brothers and sisters, we have to leave these drugs and then be part of useful to the society. Well, my input is we talk about the government increasing maybe budget for vocation school, for other things and like that. But actually, these children have already been traumatized where you tap it down somewhere around, they call Palm Farm in Big Water, closer to my house. It is these people.
Oh, I think he was more last. His credit finished.
All right.
Yeah.
So Nelson, you can close, and I will do my closing, and then I will close this show, and I'm gonna finish up in 5 minutes, so you can go to bed.
All right. So next week, the winner on Nesmo, right? I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm gonna announce now. No one have picked the winning number. The numbers of
Okay.
2,
I
13,
think. I think
2,
there is a
13.
person I put in my online.
Oh, but we can because I
Yeah,
already
we
announced.
can. Yes.
2, 13, 16, 18, and 33. You can go ahead and take that code. Nobody got the number. So, yes, that's it. 2, 13, 16, 18, and 33. We got 49, we got 56, we got 45. But the
All
person
right.
can go ahead. Go ahead. How you call it? Yes.
No, the person dropped down. Okay, so that's it. Let me just close. Yes, it was great tonight. On another edition of the program, Second Thought Africa, wherein we discuss our country, our community, and the one where we have, most especially on trading issues. Issues confronting people of our nation, as to see how best we can find solution, and then see how our country can be one of the best as we want it to be. So thank you. It was great tonight. Do join us. On the next presentation here on True FM. I remember BK Nixon down, and we are about to sound, off the second and final portion of the transmission to resume at about 4 a.m. This morning. So thank you. It was great.
Thank you so much, Nelson. It's good having you, and thank you for again, Supreme. My heart is with you, and I'll catch up with you, Nelson. I will inbox you right after here. So I'm going to take the next few minutes and talk. So to those of
All
you
right.
who are listening, we want you to continue to listen. We want your input. We want you, as we educate you from where we are, where we have learned, where we travel, where make other people country work, where make all of us want to come to the country. Then you also educate us on where you are, where you hope to be, and we all, how do we get there? Because we have to roll our sleeves. We cannot worship our leaders. The leaders must come because we hire them. And power resides where people recognize. You can only have power if you know you have it. If you relinquish your power, people will take advantage of you. You give the power. If you remember 2003, Pape Bouaka was not president. We are with the law and the gospel. Only because you gave him power. Today, you gave UP people power. You have the power. You demand what your children deserve. You demand what you deserve. You cannot take all of the money in the nation and share it among yourself, or bring all your tribal people. The Constitution says this is, and I'm gonna bring this really quickly, Nelson. The Constitution, Article 5 of our Constitution says the government should be inclusive. Okay, it said the president, whoever the leader is, should do all they can to make sure that the government is inclusive. Here it is right here. It says, Article 5, the republic shall aim at strengthening the national integration and unity of people of all Liberians, regardless of ethnic, regional, other differences, into one body, and the legislature shall enact laws promoting national unification and encouragement of all citizens to participate in the government. Okay, preserve, protect, and promote positive Liberian culture, ensuring that traditional values which are compatible with the public policies and national progress, okay, are adapted and developed as an integral part of the growing need of the Liberian society. Okay, it says everybody should take part in the government. You cannot take a government. Yesterday we say we I was doing this, we I was doing it was a southeastern government. Today now it's a local county government, Baka tribe, his nephew, his nieces, his cousins government. The very people that were there yesterday, they're there. If you were there with $16 billion, you didn't change. Why are we not getting? Why are we not bringing other people? It's not local people alone that elected Papi Bwaka. It was everybody. Nema Kante, Lofa Kante, Grand Bassa, Grand GD, Grand Cape Man, all of those places, Riverside, Maryland, okay, Bon Kante, all right, River G, Sano, okay, Riverside, all of the people elected him. He cannot make it about him. And then the attention should be put on our children. They are the future. We brought you to manage our farm. We didn't bring you to put everything. This is like a dragon, where they can say back home, this is what is happening. You are taking off while the nation is perishing. But next time we want to talk about what the vision of this government, and the vision must be spelled out, because leaders, the word that will change the country, have to have vision. So the urgency of the now is that there must be, because it's becoming a national problem, a security problem. Education should be prioritized. Okay, healthcare should be prioritized. Instruction. I'm talking about Greater Enroll for $22 million. I'm talking about actual role where when you read, we don't get stuck. Nelson, thank you for being here. Thank you.
Before leaving that, just inform the public that the Ganta to Sakepe corridor, right between Mainpa and that of Sakepe City, where the road are in a very deplorable condition. Honorable Musa Hassan of recent just made an intervention there and did some great job there, bringing relief to people of District Number 7 again.
Thank you so much, Nelson. And I'm glad you reminded us here. I was so pissed off because all of the money they spent. And I said, Lofa, and I said to him, I said, Musa, call the government to come clean it because they got 22 million. He said, sister, my people. He said, yeah, that my people. And when they crack on at me, we hear it. The next thing I know, you call and have it clean. And that's what a leader is. A leader here, without people saying, he knows the pain of his people. He knows their cries. It's like a mother. Let me tell you something. Anybody who is a mother, children and their parents are connected. When something is not well with your child, as a mother, if you can listen, you will feel it in your heart. So when you're a leader, you mix of your people. So Musa, thank you, oh man. Continue to
because he always visit, a district, so exactly what the people facing, their problem.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right.
Right, and that's it for the people at Second Pay. I'm going to continue nursing. Go catch your bed because you got to get her in about less than 4 hours. Good night, man. Thank you.
All right.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. So, folks, thank you so much for listening. I'm here. Okay, I will make it my duty. I will come as I have promised. Right now, I am trying to come out. I'm gonna do this. Caroline Waller, okay, of Texas, our nurse practitioner and the chair for the Liberian Nursing Association, I think in Fort Worth, Texas, will be hosting the 10th anniversary this Saturday, starting on Friday. If you are in the Texas area or you're anywhere else around there, please make your way there. Or I would sincerely that you contribute, all right, to the venture. If you know, Caroline and her husband both are into healthcare. Her husband is into healthcare, what do you call it? Health education, He moves around. He's back and forth in Africa, in Liberia, in Sierra Leone, almost every quarter. Every quarter. So I'm asking you where I just posted this thing and it's still not showing up. Okay. So I'm asking you to please tune in. I'm trying to pull the picture up and it's not in my the laptop is so slow, so freaking slow for some reason. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It is not delivering. Okay. So let me see if I can find a way to pull it here. Right here. Because I want to show it. And before I go, I also wanted to say happy birthday, Marjorie. Marjorie, happy birthday. It looked like you and your sister is going to have to be born on the same day, literally. So I got confused. I thought it was celebrating her birthday. It was celebrating your birthday or birthday anniversary. So yeah, I gotta make my post. All right. I'm trying to do this and it's not coming up. All right. So let me see if I can pull this up. And all of this is not showing up for some reason. All right, what is this? Caroline, is this September 6th? Let me see if this is it. Yeah, my system is acting up. Okay, y'all hold on, because I'm gonna do that. I gotta get up. I gotta go get some work done. I gotta go finish some work that I need to get done. So yeah, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my email. I gotta go filling some stuff. Lord have mercy. Wow, by the time I get to bed, I'll be so tired. Okay, give me 1 second, everyone. I'm gonna do this really quickly. I want to post this. So let me see if I can do this. I can pull it up. I just sent it. All right, here it is. Yep. I got all kind of tab open on this laptop, so it's carrying on like crazy. All right, so let me close this laptop. GPCM, close it. I'm off. All righty. Okay, so hopefully, and it's taking like forever. Here it is. Okay, here it is. Okay, so I want you guys to look. All right, so reach out to Caroline if you can't make it and see how you can contribute. I'm sure she will appreciate your contribution. All right, this is it. Caroline Wallow, the president of the Liberian Association. I'm sorry, the Liberian Nursing Association of Delaware, Dallas-Fort Worth invites you to the 10th year anniversary fundraiser banquet and ball at the Sky Banquet Hall, 1133 Avenue G Street, Arlington, Texas, 76011. Dress code former African and European. So don't go in your jeans, don't go in short. It's a dinner and a fundraiser. And carry money, okay? Because this woman traveled to Liberia 3-4 times a year, going in villages, helping out, making sure they're doing preventative health care for our people, sometimes intervention. The last time I know, a fire, a smoke fire, if she had not been there, some of the people were going to die, especially one particular young man. People could not give breath, okay, to get that air through that board, airway. She have to do it. So I want to say, Caroline, thank you for all you do. We're proud of you, super proud of you. There it is. So now I'm gonna call it. Somebody said here the DEA at the borders are making, I don't know, say what, $50. If you got people working money because they call them cadet, they're not being paid. You do not get put from your workers if you underpay them or you are not paying them, and they know you got money in the country. You're paying 3,000 plus for generator, or have gas for Patrick Hannah and the rest of their people. You are paying some of them $20,000. You are paying $1,000. Okay, what do you anticipate? What you paid for is what you get. All right, those are the people that need to be paying, sitting in the air condition. And Lofa wrote, the lawmakers need to cut their salary. Yes, Mr. Goswan, I agree. Nobody in our country need to be making more than $5,000. Just take the money, put it in education, put it in healthcare, okay, and put it in drug preventative, and open our border, hire people, train them well, pay them well, and hold them accountable. If you are paying the people that you got right now, and all of the border, 35 borders, people there, that you paying them $300 and $400 a month, and you let them know when they're caught, you catch one or two people trying to let drugs in, you prosecute them publicly, you put them in jail, and they are there as a testament. Other people with okay. So I said the urgency of the now, where Liberia staying in this moment in time, drugs, fighting drugs should be a priority. It's a national security. Fighting illiteracy, especially in today's global economy, it is also a security matter, because we will not be able to compete in a global economy. Even with all the natural resources, we can only put our people at entry level or low skill job. The people who come into our nation, they the one the heavy lifting, the intellectual work, and everything else that they bring will be taken out of the country, and we all out of our country will be sold. So it is important, it is urgent. And Papa Boaka, if your priority that okay, if your priority is fighting drugs, okay, then fight drugs. Let's see the picture, okay? Let's see the picture, like I just showed the picture of Georgia. I show Georgia truly fighting, okay, putting education first, okay, putting the process in place. You saw that since the one to, in fact, if you talk about Georgia, okay, you want to talk about one of the most educated states, you will add Georgia to the list. Okay, we spend 37% of our budget on education. That K1 through 12, 15% on higher education, 24% on healthcare. I just gave you the top three. That is the picture right there. You have a good evening. Thank you for listening. God bless. What's going on? Why my stuff not going off?